Hi everybody, it's Bonka922. Okay. Time to Psychopaths, episode 5 review. This one was called, if I'm not mistaken, Nobody Knows Your Face. Yeah. Nobody Knows Your Face. This is basically the conclusion to the whole crime we had last week. And basically what happens is we have the beginning part where Spooky Boogie is talking to Kane as Lemonade Candy. And what seems is it's talking to her, and she says how the fact that you got me involved, and she was saying that, oh, you know, she's trying to apologize to her for getting involved with the police and everything. And says, oh, you know, saying too late, too sorry. A little too late for that. So, and basically that goes into them having a meeting about it. And basically, what they find out is that somebody obviously is hijacking these avatars. And they have a meeting about it. And Kogami, he's there. And he tells, what's her face? Let me find her name. He tells Karanomori to give him the audio of that conversation that Akane had with Spooky Boogie. And they basically examine the whole conversation and find out that it's not who you think it is. It was hijacked. Another one. So not only was Talisman Avatar was that hijacked, and not Tarayama from last week's episode. We have this one. It was hijacked as well. And we also find out that they tracked down supposedly who's been doing this, but it was a trap, and the apartment blows up and shit. And this was a very fast-paced episode, and goes from that to Kogami finding out about it and telling Gino and the others. And this kind of a situation then initiates them to find out who it is. And they basically search all the people that have been going into Talisman's field. It was also the main name of this other avatar known as Melancholia, who was also hacked. And they narrow it down to one person, which is this Mito guy, who apparently was a fan of these three avatars, and they track him down. They end up going there, track him down, they find him. Kogami, I said that wrong, I apologize. Kogami Akane and that other guy, they, the old senior enforcer, they go off and they go and find him. Fortunately, he gets the better of them because he knows they're coming. So he creates this illusion. He activates the holograms and kind of miss him. They kind of just missed him. And what ends up happening is they deactivate it, and Kogami goes after him and shoots him in the arm, blows his arm off. And tells Akane that to leave it alone, and Gino and the others will take care of it. So they corner him finally, and he gets this one scene. We get this one scene with the actual villain. We see the actual villain of the show again, and he reprograms the avatars that he stole to say it in his own voice and say these evil things to him, and he's freaking out. He's freaking out and everything. It was just insane. And eventually, what happens is Gino and the others, they bump into his apartment. They shoot him. Boom! Blows up. That sort of thing. Another thing I forgot to mention was that the avatar Melancholia, that was owned by this boy. This grandson, little kid, 14-year-old boy. So they kill him, and they were thinking to each other with Gino, who was he talking to? Obviously talking to his avatars and stuff, and go from that to conversation between Gino and Akane, and she's saying how Kogami was the one who did it. She really didn't have anything to do with the success of killing this guy, Mito. And that's when Gino throws a real huge curveball at Akane. He sends in her thing a message. And in the message, it says that it's information about Kogami. And apparently, he was once an inspector. Total bombshell. But this was a better episode. Rating, as far as I'm going to say, 4 out of 5. It was pretty damn good. I like the action sequence. They were pretty boss. That's pretty much what happened. So, obviously something he did in the past, Kogami made him have that, tag. He was demoted, more or less, from an inspector to an enforcer. Which I found very interesting. Very, very intriguing that you have that kind of thing happen. He was an inspector and he was downgraded to an enforcer. And Gino was just telling, Akane to mind, make sure this doesn't happen to you. Same mistake that I made. Doesn't happen to you. So don't take... Because she was saying about how Kogami consoled her when they found out that the one who was originally Spooky Boogie died, and she caused her death. So, but this was a very fucking good episode. I like where this is going. We're getting some more details about the villain who's holding the ropes. So pretty boss. Yeah, it's a pretty good episode. I will try. God damn, couldn't do any verses today. But before I end this review of Psycho-Pass, I will say, not to get off topic, I have calculated Grimmjow versus Ravolucci. Unfortunately, looks like Grimmjow won. It looks like it. I'm deciding how many points to give King of Lightning. If I give him 8 points, Grimjow wins. That's the way it looks. Even if I give him 8 points, Grimjow still wins. So, you know, I'm going to give King of Lightning more points for Yamamoto versus Whitebeard than Rob Lucci versus Grimjow. So, because he really went deep into that Yamamoto Whitebeard thing. So, I figured 8. So Grimjow wins. That's the story there. And I'll do a video later on it. But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So, good episode of Psycho Pass. I like where this is going. We're getting some more details about the film. Prior confrontation on the way. So, yeah. Fucking A. And like I said, I didn't be able to do any verses this today. So, I'll try to do maybe tomorrow. Give or take. I'm thinking Sunday. Sunday's key. Sunday is key. Sunday is prime when we do the verses. Do the verses. Do Whitebeard. Videos on that. Videos on that. Videos on that. And tell you all about the upcoming verses for the next round. So. Bonkai 902. I'll see you guys later. Good episode. Did not know he was an inspector. KOGAMI. See you guys later.